Hello there everybody and welcome back to the YouTube channel of JJ Prime Reviews. And in today's review I will be taking a look at the Transformers Cyberverse Deluxe class Optimus Prime. Yes, a lot of us might be upset that he's the Deluxe, he's not a Voyager, but it is okay, it is alright, but still it's a nicely done figure. And here is Optimus Prime in his lovely truck mode. There's a lot of paint work on the front of the truck. I do wish the front bumper was silver. Like, there is silver paint on the grill, but just not all of it. You can see this silver paint, but then when it comes to the bottom, nothing all painted. It's just all unpainted gray. Just wish there was more silver paint and, you know, more red to complete the look, but it is what it is. You got some nice black and yellow with the silver highlights around the headlights, which is pretty cool. Got nice silver paint on the sides of the vehicle, and you got the silver gas cans right there, which is a nice touch. Got the Autobot symbol on the sides of the truck, and you come to the back here, you can see his gun just stored right there in truck mode, and you can see his tail lights done in blue and red. I mean, we already know this is gonna be his leg, so obviously and I just sneezed. Excuse me. Got a little bit of black right here, you know, and got blue for the windshields, some nice black detailing right here, a little bit of blue on the top right there. Even got black for the windshield wipers. They didn't have to do that, but they actually did it, which is really nice. Got silver for the side view mirrors as well. Unfortunately, the side windows are not painted. It is what it is. He does have some nice rolling wheels, but the wheels aren't painted. No silver rims, unfortunately, but he can roll. He does roll very, very smoothly. I do quite like that. You got silver for the smokestacks. So yeah, really nicely done truck mode. And you got this port right here on the back of the truck. So what's that for? Well, that's for his effects part. So in terms of the effects parts, he comes with this translucent, dark bluish colored effect part right here. So this can actually plug in to the back of the truck. And there you go. He's blasting off into space. You know, he's a Cybertronian, so yeah. Or he can just vroom vroom. Yeah, the truck can vroom vroom, all there, all that. And yeah, and also these windshields can actually open up to reveal a little molded matrix in it. It's not removable, it's just molded into place, but it's nicely painted. I do quite like the paint on the matrix. Nice silver paint. Got nice blue for the spark right there, and this can actually plug in right there, so he can actually light our darkest hour in truck mode. This is hilarious. This is funny. This is funny. We're having fun. We're having fun with these figures. You know, it's all about the toys. The toys are about having fun. So we're going to move on with some comparisons, so I'll be right back. And for the vehicle mode comparison, here is Optimus Prime with the other Cyberverse Deluxes that I have reviewed. So here is Shockwave, King Grimlock, Bumblebee, and of course, poor Hot Rod. I apologize, Hot Rod. You're the weakest figure of the Cyberverse Deluxe class lineup, but still, you're a fun figure to mess with anyway. So there you have it for the ultimate comparisons. Now, other than his gun, we can talk about this right now. Optimus Prime does come with another Build-A-Figure part for McAdam. He comes with McAdam's left forearm. So yeah, for now I can't even, you know, connect the forearm yet because I still need shoulders. I can't even do it. No, I can't do it. No. But he does include that as well. So now let us get ready to transform Optimus Prime into his robot mode and see what the big deal is right here. So now let's get started. Now the first thing you want to do is you want to take out the gun, just untap this and just put this off to the side for now, and we shall get started. So now the front bumper right here, just untap this section right here and just flip this to the back like so. Untap that, and flip this to the back like so. Now the transformation on this guy is really simple. It's like transforming other Optimus Prime figures. So you want to bring out his arms just like a G1 toy figure, and you want to flip out his hands and just flip this up, and there you have that. Yeah, I know the gap, but I don't care about the gaps anyway. So there you have one arm all done. So the same thing on the other side, just bring this over, just flip out his fist, just flip this panel up, and there you have his arms all done and ready. So now we can take this panel and just flip this around and just flip out his head like so, and there you have that. So now these panels right here will flip in just like so, flip in like so, and just bring down the crotch and just clip that in, there we go, and just rotate it 180, and there you have that. So now you want to split the legs. Now be careful, if you split the legs like this, you're gonna break it. So you want to split it like this. You have to push this up like so, and this will just come untapped like so. You have to be careful. You can't just untap it like this. You have to untap it like that. Move this inward like that. So that's how you untap the legs. And now we can just bring down his foot, and we are pretty much done with the transformation. So there you have the leader of the Autobots, Optimus Prime, fully transformed and into his robots mode, and he looks wonderful in my opinion. Wow, this robot mode definitely looks like Cyberverse Optimus Prime from the cartoon. Very screen accurate. Yes, we need more paint here and there, like the crotch section right here and the arrows right here. I wish he had blue hands, but it's not a deal breaker for me. But still, he looks amazing in my opinion, because the original version, the original Warrior Class version, did not look that good. But anyway, so let's get close here so we can take a look at that Primey head sculpt, and that is definitely the Cyberverse Optimus Prime that we know from the cartoon. Very screen accurate. Nice silver paint on the face, blue for the eyes, silver for the head crest as well, which is gorgeous in my opinion. Yeah, nice details on the chest, Autobot symbols on the shoulders. Yeah, there should be yellow paint on the arrows as well. It should be blue hands instead of unpainted gray hands. And the thighs should have more paint as well. So yeah, really nicely done figure. I do quite like that. Yes, the crotch plate should have more paint, because there's actually more paint than it is. So yeah, but I do appreciate the amount of paint on the legs. It looks really good. I love the paint on the shins, on the knees, on the feet as well. They have black, blue, and red. That's really nice. I really do like that very much so. So now his articulation, very simple. The head is definitely on the ball joint, can rotate a full 360, can look up a lot. Woo, look at that articulation on the head, really cool. It can't really look down. The shoulders can rotate a full 360. You can use this hinge to move the shoulders back to transformation. He does have a bicep swivel. He does... Sorry about that. I was interrupted by a phone call. I'm so sorry. But anyway, the elbows. He does have an elbow joint about 90 degrees of bend. Now the wrist is on a ball joint. Can move the hands inward due to transformation. He does have a wrist swivel as well. Really nice. The waist. He does have a waist swivel, which is pretty cool. And the legs can move up that far. Can move back only that far. He can't really do a full split. He does have a little bit of rotation at the hip. He does have a rotation above the knee. He does have a knee joint, like over 90 degrees of bend. The feet can actually move downward due to transformation, and he does have some nice ankle tiltage, a little bit of ankle tilt, which is nice. Yeah. Some of the joints are pretty loose, like the hips. They're pretty floppy. So yeah, but it's not a deal breaker for me. So yeah, it's all right. It's okay. So he can actually wield his gun right here. He can actually hold his gun like so, and his gun is actually very reminiscent to his G1 rifle, which is pretty cool, and yeah, really nice. And you can actually, and my dog wants to bark and annoy me. Sorry about that. I deeply apologize about that. It's just that my dog loves to annoy me while I'm recording. So, you see? There we go. Anyway, but you can actually plug in the effects parts on the gun itself, which is a nice touch. I really dig that very much. But what makes it really cool is that you can open up the chest, reveal the matrix, and he can light up his darkest hour. Light up our darkest hour! Yeah, baby! I do quite like that, very much. Oh, he's summoning the matrix of leadership. So that is pretty cool. I do quite like that. Oh my god, this figure is so much fun. So much fun. I do really dig this figure. I definitely like it. He does have some pegs on his legs too, so you can actually plug in some effects parts right there as well. So that's pretty cool, and it's a pretty clean transformation. Like no kibble on him whatsoever. You know, it's really clean. Very nice. So now let us get down to some comparisons with Optimus Prime in robot mode, and I keep dangling him around, so I'll be right back. And so here is Optimus Prime with King Grimlock, Bumblebee, poor Hot Rod, and Decepticon Shockwave, and they do look quite good together. Yeah, Hot Rod is definitely the weakest out of the bunch. So yeah, but Grimlock, Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, and Shockwave are really good Cyberverse Deluxe class figures. So I can't wait to own RC and Thunderhowl. So woo! I can't wait for that. So there is the robot mode comparisons. That's pretty much it for my robot mode comparisons. Okay, so here are my final thoughts on the Transformers Cyberverse Deluxe class Optimus Prime, and wow. All I can say about this figure is wow. This figure is so much fun to mess with. He is not hindered by a gimmick whatsoever. He really does everything that an Optimus Prime should do. His robot mode looks really good, very screen accurate to his design in the show, and the vehicle mode is also quite screen accurate. It looks really good in my opinion. Yeah, there should be a lot more color on this figure. There should be more paint here and there, like on the arms, on the thighs, but it's not a deal breaker for me. I can get over that easily. So yeah, really nicely done figure. I do quite like how you know, his gun is also a nice touch, and the matrix of leadership in his chest. I like how the windshields can open up to reveal the matrix, and it reveals a secret port where you can actually plug in this effect part onto the matrix. And that's pretty cool in my opinion. That is fun. That is really fun. I do quite like that gimmick. Yeah, he can light our darkest hour right now with this effect part. Yay! Which is pretty cool in my opinion. I really dig this figure. So yeah, I would have to say, I think this figure is definitely my favorite of the Cyberverse Deluxes. He's really well done, and of course, he's my favorite character. So yeah, really nicely done. So if I would rank Optimus Prime from a scale of 1 to 10, I would have to give him a 9 out of 10. Yeah, he's a pretty good figure. He just needs more paint here and there. So yeah, and he's also quite playable. He's posable. So really nicely done in my opinion. So 9 out of 10. Well done, Hasbro. You really did a good job. You should have started this in the beginning. So yeah, and I think that's pretty much it for today's video review. So ladies and gentlemen, if you are completely new to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. It's not that hard. And while you're at it, click that bell notification icon so that you'll know when my new videos are up and ready. And you can also check out my Cyberverse reviews playlist for any videos you may have missed. I'll post a link to that playlist in the description down below as well. And of course, if you are interested into the Cyberverse Deluxes, you can always order them online on bigbadtoystore.com. So I'll post a link to that website in the description down below. And I think that is pretty much it for me to say. So there you have the Transformers Cyberverse Deluxe Class Optimus Prime, and this is JJ Prime signing off. Peace out.